Hello everyone, I am Muthamizh Selvi, student of 2nd MCom in KCS Kasinagar College of Arts and Science. I am explain about merchant banking services. First, who is merchant banker? Financial institutions and agencies that are engaged in providing specialized services, which generally include the acceptance of bills of exchange, corporate finance, portfolio management, and other banking services, are provided by the merchant banker. Next one, functions of merchant bankers. First, corporate counseling services. Corporate counseling refers to a set of activities that is undertaken to ensure efficient running of a corporate enterprise at its maximum potential through effective management of finance. A merchant banker, as a managerial economist, guide the client on aspects of organizational goals, locational factors, organization size, and operational skills, etc., are provided by the merchant banker. Following activities form part of corporate counseling. First one, providing guidance in area of diversification, undertaking appraisal of product lines, rejuvenating old line companies, commissioning of diagnostic studies. Next one, project counseling services. Project counseling is a part of corporate counseling and relates to project finance. It broadly covers the study of the project, offering advisory assistance on the viability and procedural steps for its implementation. Following are the activities forming part of the project counseling. First one, undertaking the general review of the project idea or project profile, providing advice on procedural aspect for project implementation, conducting review of technical feasibility of the project, assisting in the selection of a technical consultancy organization for preparing project report and market surveys. Next, pre-investment studies, activities that are connected with making a detailed feasibility exploration to evaluate alternative avenues of capital investment in terms of growth and profits. Prospects are called pre-investment studies. Some of these activities are follows: carrying out an in-depth investigation of environment and regulatory factors. Next, helping the client in identification and shortlisting those projects, offering a package of services. Next one, capital restructuring services, activities that are carried out to assist project in achieving their maximum potential through effective capital structuring and to suggest various strategies to widen and restructure the capital base, diversify operations, and implement schemes for amalgamation, merger, or change in business status, or collectively known as capital restructuring. Following are the services covered. First one, examining the capital structure of the client company, preparing a comprehensive memorandum for the SEBI, preparing a memorandum covering valuation of shares. Next, credit syndication services, activities connected with credit procurement and project financing, aimed at raising Indian and foreign currency loans for banking and financial institutions, or collectively known as credit syndication. Activities covered under credit syndication are known as estimating the total cost, drawing up a financial plan, preparing loans application for financial assistance, selecting institution and banking for participation in finance. Next one, issue management and underwriting services. Issue management and underwriting connotes activity that are concerned with the management of the public issues of corporate securities, wise equity shares, preference shares, and debentures or bonds, and are aimed at mobilizing of money from the capital market. Following are some of the popular services provided by merchant banking in this record. First one, preparation of an action plan, preparation of budget for the total expenses for the issue, drafting of prospectus, selection of broker and underwriters, selection of issue houses. Next one, portfolio management services, making decisions related to the investment of the cash resources of a corporate enterprise in marketable securities by deciding the quantum, timing, and type of securities to be bought is known as portfolio management. The services covered are as follows. First one, undertaking in investment securities, underwriting investment for non-resident Indians or both, undertaking review of provident fund investment, trust investment, etc. Next one, working capital financing services. The finance required for meeting the day-to-day expenses of an enterprise is known as working capital finance. The following services are: first one, assessment of working capital requirement, underwriting negotiation for a sanction of appropriate credit limits, suggesting a sharing pattern of credit limits, etc. Next one, acceptance credit and bill discounting services, where loans are granted to business firm by means of accepting and discounting bills of exchange in the case of acceptance credit and bills exchange. Bills accepting and discounting are integrated part of developed money market in order that the bill accepting and discounting take place on sound lines. It is imperative that the firms include command a good reputation and financial standing. Next one, merger and acquisition services. This is a specialized services provided by the merchant banker who arrange for negotiation, acquisition and mergers by offering expert valuation record that the quantum and the nature of consideration and other related matters. The following factors that form part of this activity are no, are follows. First one, undertaking management audits to identify areas of corporate strength and weakness, conducting exploratory studies examining the pros and cons of merger and acquisition proposals. Next one, venture financing services, a specialized design capital or a form of equity financing for funding high risk and a high reward project is known as venture capital financing. The concept of virgin venture capital originated in the USA in the 1950s when business magnates like Rockefeller financed new technical companies. The concept became more popular during the 60s and 70s period. Next one, lease financing services, a merchant banking activity whereby financial facilities are provided to companies that undertaking leasing business is known as lease financing. Following are the important services provided in regard to leasing. First one, providing advice on the viability of leasing as an alternative source, providing advice on the choice of a favorable rental storage, providing assistance in establishing lines of leasing, etc. Next point, foreign currency financing. The finance provided to fund foreign trade transaction is called as foreign currency exchange. The provision of foreign currency finance takes the form part of export or import trade finance, euro currency loans, Indian joint ventures abroad, and foreign collaborations. The main areas that are covered in the firm type of merchant activity are known as first one, providing assistance for carrying out the study, providing assistance in making application, arranging for the syndication of various types of guarantees, providing assistance in opening and operating bank accounts abroad. Next one, fixed deposit brokering services, a merchant banking activity that involves assisting firms in raising money through fixed assets is known as fixed deposit brokering services. Next one, project appraisal services, the merchant banking activity relating to the evaluation of industrial projects in the terms of alternative variance in technology, raw material, production capacity, and location of project is known as project appraisal services. Project evaluation is indispensable because resources are scarce and alternative opportunity exists in terms of project for commitment of resources. Project collection selection can be reasonable only if it is superior to other commercial important to the nation as a whole. The various steps in a project counseling are financial appraisal, technical appraisal, and economic appraisal. Thank you. Stay home and stay safe.